Why? Because when you have knowledge and when you act upon it and when you call people to it, they're not going to leave you alone. They're going to abuse you. They're going to harass you. They're going to attack you. Look what had happened to all messengers and prophets of Allah since the beginning of time. All of them were attacked, harassed, accused of being crazy, accused of being soothsayers, poets. All of these bad things that were attached to them simply because they called the people to worship Allah. Subhanallah. So if you are on the straight path, you are definitely will need to be patient and to accept the harm that will come to you, because if people don't harm you, there's something wrong in your da'wah. If everybody is okay with you, if the superpowers are okay with you, if the non-Muslims are okay with you and they're sending you gifts and invitation cards, there's something wrong with your da'wah. You're not calling to the right Islam, because the Prophet himself, alayhi salatu wasalam, suffered greatly throughout his year, 23 years giving da'wah. At the end, Mother Aisha said he could only pray while sitting down because of the problems and the things that the Muslims and the people brought onto him. He was so tired and worn out because of that. So nothing comes easy. And this is known from the life story of the messengers of Allah Azza wa Jal. Okay, akhi.
The proof for this is Allah saying, وَالْعَصْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ.
So this, do you have the translation?
Yes. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the bestower of mercy. By the time, verily, mankind is lost, except for those who believe and perform righteous deeds, and advise one another towards the truth, and advise one another towards patience.
So these four things are crystal clear in this magnificent surah. Subhanallah, all the people on earth, if they were to collaborate and just bring us one surah of a number of words, they cannot. It cannot be but divine from Allah Azza wa Jal. This is the word of Allah the Almighty. Sums it all up in wal asr. By time, Allah Azza wa Jal swears by any of his creation. We cannot swear except by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah swears by time. Man is at or in loss. By default, mankind is in loss, except. So this exception is what we had just talked about. Knowledge. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. Belief is knowledge. وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. Implementing and acting upon what you know. وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ. They call people and recommend one another with the truth. This is calling people. وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. And they advise one another and recommend to one another to be patient and tolerant. And this is what you will see if you read the Quran. If you're fortunate to read the Quran, you will find, for example, in the surah that all Imams usually read in Fajr prayer of a Jum'ah. They read in the beginning Surah, in the second rak'ah, they read Surah Al-Insan. And in the end, towards the end, 6, 7 verses before the end, Allah says, Inna nahnu nazzalna alayka al-Qur'ana tanzila. We, that Allah, have revealed unto you the Quran. You would expect that after this ayah, Allah would say, so be grateful, be thankful, show your gratitude. No. Allah says, فَاصْبِرْ لِحُكْمِ رَبِّكَ. Be patient to your Lord's commands. Meaning that Allah is giving his messenger a heads up. that due to the Quran that we revealed to you, you will suffer and people will show their enmity and hatred to you. So be patient. So this beautiful surah, Imam Shafi'i, what did he say?
Imam Shafi said, may Allah have mercy on him, said, had Allah not sent down a proof to his creation other than this surah, that is Surah Al-Asr, it would have been sufficient for them.
So Imam Shafi'i says and believes that this surah is so magnificent that it would have sufficed humanity if only they would ponder and contemplate upon it. Wallahi, it is a short surah that we lazy imams, whenever it is Maghrib, we just read it because we want to get the prayer over with. So العصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. Allahu Akbar. So short, so beautiful. People, when they hear the Imam saying Walla Asr, they say Salam. But if they hear him say Alif Lam Mim, and they say, Ya Latif, we're doomed, man. Why? Because we don't have the knowledge of Allah, the knowledge of the religion, the knowledge of the Prophet ﷺ. Had we known Allah Azza wa Jal, we would never feel fed up or tired or even bored from reciting and listening to Allah's beautiful words.